So today marks the 25th and last video of my 25 for 25 video blog, and it also happens to be the eve of my 25th birthday. So, I mean, some of you viewers may be like, well, you didn't even get to meet her and then the 25 is over, so what was the point? Well, quite honestly, I'm still going to keep on trying to do what I have been trying to do since I was 12. And it's not like there wasn't a point, because I did get my story out there, or I've gotten like parts of my life out there. And I was trying to figure out what it was I wanted to do today. I was like, well, how can I top, like, you know, the video 24 with that awesome dance break thing, mashup thing. And I was like, but then I couldn't possibly top like the earlier ramblier videos. I mean, with an even more rambly video, like that doesn't make any sense. So quite honestly, like I had, you know, three main parts. One part was just to say thank you so much to anybody who has even clicked on a video, because it is greatly appreciated. Anybody who's passed it on, who hasn't passed it on, who didn't actually sit through it, like to watch it, but just pushed a button, who got intrigued, who did anything to, like, you know, help me get the views that I have gotten. Because I know they're not all for me. My second thing was just going to be, I guess, a final plea, if you will. If you haven't, like, if you know anything or anybody who could possibly, potentially be moved even a little bit by just, I guess, the things that I've been doing, you know, shoot me a line, help me out, click away, do what you need to do, ish. I'm pretty sure I'd be okay with that. And then the third thing was something that a friend of mine named Esther told me that I should do one day, when she had asked me, so why J-Lo? And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I went into a real life story. And I know I kind of told my story in the beginning of the what and the how, but I don't think I ever really told, like, not the real story, but like the deeper whatever-ish behind the story. So I was going to do that, you know, as quickly as, you know, a rambling person like myself can, but do that as sort of a last, here we go, here it is, do, you know, with it what you will. But I have always been somebody who's been rather quiet, a little bit shy / reserved, and and in elementary school I honestly didn't have any friends, not even a little bit, and it wasn't like the most awesome of times for me, because then I went from, you know, a younger person who talked and who was not rambunctious, but who spoke and who was, you know, into doing things. Then because of like better school districts and all that jazz, I moved schools and I was put into this awkward curriculum where I was doing school essentially all by myself with like my own separate set of books, and because of that I was a little bit alienated from a lot of my peers, and from then, like, I kind of just shelled off and didn't do much with others. And then, you know, I got older, and then come 12 years old, Ebony, I, you know, discovered J-Lo, and like, I think I once said that it was Selena was the movie, and it was something about her and her acting that was, I don't know, for some strange reason I related to her, and it was a bit of an escape. So just watching her movies allowed me to be somebody that I wasn't regular, like in everyday life, because I wasn't talking, I wasn't doing much of anything, not so much expressing any remote emotion. And then just like learning more and more about her life and how she's a real person, not that there was any doubt, but that she's a real person, and there have been ups and some really downs or lows or whatever you want to call them, but all through it, in the line that I have held dear, it's when in that Oprah episode she was like, you know, I wouldn't do anything differently, and then in some Lifetime into a Portrait or what have you, it was life is about two things, loving and learning, which I have tried to take with me, and that whole spirit of just do you and like be okay with it. I will be 25 in Eastern Standard Time in less than an hour, and I'm trying my hardest to I guess live by those two things, just being whoever I am and not regretting it and being okay with making mistakes. And then also loving hard, and then learning, and then using whatever I learned to continue to love that jazz. So I guess to wrap up, that's really the moral of my story. I have been such a huge fan, follower of Jennifer Lopez, just because when I was so stuck in my shell, she was somebody who brought me out inadvertently. And then now, as I continue to try to blossom into the person that I'm supposed to be, I'm like, her words have continued to help guide me, and just, it's something about that that's so incredibly awesome, that even though, like, you know, I don't know her in real life, she has been such an inspiration and such a help and motivation for me throughout. So I look forward to meeting her one day. I don't know what day that will be, but someday I will. And I'm pretty sure I will make another video to commemorate it. And then I'll be more ecstatic than you know, or, you know, my regular voice will, you know, be what shines it. But anyway, that is all I have to say. If you haven't noticed, this is Miss Jen right here, all, well, the side of her face all up in there. I thought, you know, it was appropriate. Anyway, as always, I thank you so incredibly much for watching and for hanging around as long as you have. You know, cycle back through them every now and again, have fun with it, and I will see you sometime in the future.